Oh! Was not expecting that, but okay. Somebody's private, somebody named Fawn Killer, and somebody... Wonderful. And somebody named Annalise. Cool. Well, apparently Bengen got to help somebody. You'll obtain the experience and items the pawn gained while away. Continue? Sure, why not? Somebody sent a potent greenwarish. That's really nice. Ogres, awesome. Quest knowledge. Area knowledge. Grancis, Cassardus, and Dripstone Cave. Pretty good ratings, too. All gifts were sent to your item storage. That is awesome. Thank you for that, whoever you were.
I've learned of beasts.
Congratulations. So, you might notice that Rico looks a little bit different because I gave Rico some worse armor than what she was wearing before. Bear with me. So, actually, let's go into equipment here. Rico's armor now is solar armor. It's kind of a pretty special armor. I was not immediately aware was in the game, and then I went back looking through all the armor we had available and thought, oh, that looks interesting. Definitely looks cooler than the scale armor she had been wearing, but it's not as good. But there's a reason I put this on her specifically. Heavy armor forged by magic. It uses sunlight to restore the health of its wearer. Not even joking, and that's pretty cool. So Rico is going to be restoring her own health in the daytime whenever we're out and about. Last time, if you recall, we kind of did some side quests that were just kind of a big old Where's Waldo hunt. What are you running for, dude? You're not in a rush. And today we are going to be doing a quest that we got at the very end of last episode, which is we are trying to find where somebody might have been. Aha. There might be somebody working for the Salvation Cult somewhere in the castle, and we might have just found it.
I've learned what to do in this quest.
Okay. We need to keep our distance. Hi there, buddy. How you doing? You're looking mighty fine. I'm sure your clothes would be just a dark red in the daytime, not completely blackout like they currently are. Okay, if he's going downstairs, I'm a little concerned that walking down here directly will trigger his "you are too close." Fortunately, I think he's got a lantern, or maybe that's a torch on the wall. Oh dear. I have no way of knowing if I'm too close. I heard a door open, but I don't know how fast he's going. Oh boy. Ah, thank you. Maybe it's because I'm only hearing small snippets, but I feel like, and this is more of a compliment than an insult as a whole, but I kind of feel like this might be the most generic and boring music I've actually ever heard in this game. Yeah, I think it's just that little short clip. Dang, that was really bland. Which, again, not really an insult so much as it is a compliment to the overall soundtrack of this game. This game does have one of my favorite soundtracks ever, mostly for the combat and whatnot. But this one's kind of... yeah, very generic. You could find this song anywhere. Why do you stop moving? Keep going. I don't want to get too close to you. I hope I'm still following the right guy. He went around the corner, but I don't know if I'm going to be getting too close to him. Now, how do you know he's not following you, huh? Thank you. I see you over there, good sir. Or maybe you're a bad sir. I don't know, but I'm gonna find out. So I'm get a little bit ahead. You look like a dark elf. No, you just have a jester's hat on. I cannot stop to talk to you because I am in the middle of something. Don't be too close. Okay, I'm closer than I thought it would be, but also... Why is there a very royal looking girl over there? Okay, you're not a young girl, you're an adult. That's fine, that's better. Oh shoot, where'd he go? Where'd he go? Well, that was convenient. Just a random brawl that he's watching there. All right.
Just what is this scrap to you? Loose those lips and might be our repaying card.
It's a condom.
Oh.
Good work.
Anything else I might work on for you?
I bid you good day.
All business, that one. Report your findings. It's not confront, it's report. I really want to go in, but I won't, because that could ruin things. Let's stick to the plan.
Oh, it's you. Mason told me to expect you. If you've a message, I could relay it. Tonight then, is it? Fine then. I'll pass the word along.
I feel more
That was easy.
this quest now.
This must be an alehouse.
Just very easy experience, provided you can keep your distance. All right, let's get the light back on. Okay, so
Aye, the inn offers a clean but it deals in both
we
engines
are
and
going to have to head back up to the noble quarter. Not gonna go into the Duke's castle yet, but there is a quest up here that we can do. Specifically, I should probably show you what we're doing. Trail of Corruption. I've ordered to keep watch on a certain wealthy individual and the tribute he pays the Duke. In truth, there's evidence that a portion of the gift is being diverted and usurped for personal gain. Had I some record of the tribute, it would serve in a formal inquest. I welcome any information. 10,000 gold and 5,000 experience for doing this quest. So we just have to come up here and find said ledger. Somewhere. Hi there.
Many friends remain at the abbey I left in the west. It will take more than a dragon to scare them off, or me from this place.
I was not aware that there was a church over here. Sorry, a cathedral. Shows what I know. I guess it's not a church, it's a cathedral. Anything interesting in here? I don't think there is, because I have completely overlooked this place. There's a gather point, I guess. An ancient scroll. Don't know what use that will be in particular.
I shall await you here.
I can talk to the head priest. I doubt this is a gather... Oh, it's a ceramic jug. Well, thank you. I'll just take this completely worthless item with me for reasons unknown. Okay, let's see. Somewhere... I think it might be this mansion that it would be at. Hello? You have a quest for me?
Ah, Arisen. My men have told me much of you. I have expected your visit. I am Sir Maximilian Eisenstern, captain of the hunt, so named by His Grace Duke Edmund Dragonsbane. I beg your forbearance whilst I detail what is expected of you in the hunt. The worm hunt license you carry permits the bearer to undertake the most vital of tasks. Those missions given by Duke Edmund himself. Of late, all our will is focused on learning of and defending against the wicked dragon. A weighty task, to be sure, but one which the fate of the realm and its people rests upon. I am under orders to lend Arisen all reasonable aid as they might require. I would pray you return this assistance in kind. Many hopes are pinned upon you, sir. It will be my honor to show you the ready charges for the worm hunt. The choice is yours.
Gonna look at that later. Actually, those might be some quests that we can still do before losing out on our other options. I will have to look into that a little bit more. Fornival Manor. Fornival is somebody that we encountered recently. He was just outside the Black Cat. More ancient scrolls, because of course. And a coin pouch. Really cheap for being in the noble quarter. Chamberlain's Affidavit. I guess that's something special. Ooh. A little gather point under here. I guess we found his life savings. Or emergency fund? Whichever. Can't get in there. Okay, then. Let's see. Hi there. Here's Fornival. Hi there, buddy. How you doing? Oh, you have a quest for me?
Ah, Arisen, sir. I find myself in a situation most dire. I thought to sell some land I own to raise capital, but I must first evict those who live upon it. This typically requires a rather involved procedure, but times are dire, and I wish the current residents gone with all haste. They'll not hear this proposal from me, but from the Arisen. They are like to weigh it carefully. You are my best and final hope in this matter. Can I rely upon your aid?
I mean, it's a quest and we need experience in order to be able to kill a chimera, so sure. Evictions for levels.
Haha, I wagered you'd agree, and I never lose a wager. They'll not hear this proposal from me, but if it were to please convince the residents that leaving quickly is in the best interests of all. Any rarities to sell? I'll pay you handsomely.
Also, as a noble, he is kind of a merchant. And he has, I believe, a very special tool. For 300,000 gold, you get an arrow, one arrow, that will kill any opponent instantly, with very, very few exceptions. We'll talk about them later on. But if there's something you need to kill and you don't want to spend the time to fight it, you just want the materials from it, because that's boring, here you go. Maker's Finger. Kill something. Also a Pilgrim's Charm. Grants Wheel, grants Prosperity. I'm not sure about Wheel, but I believe Prosperity doubles the gold that you get from killing enemies for a period of time. Anything else? He has a Wakestone Shard. Just gonna not. Doesn't have any equipment, but there we go. Also, I noticed during that conversation, there's a gift ledger, which I believe is what we were looking for.
What is it? I shall thank you not to approach me so brazenly. 'Tis a wide gulf of class stands between us. You would do well to remember that.
You're gonna grow up to be a little piece of... So we got two themes from in there. Chamberlain's Affidavit, a letter from a foreign official praising Fornival for his contributions to Grancis' economy. A quest item, but not for one that we currently have. Gift Ledger, a list of presents from a rich benefactor. Some of the notes imply the gifts were purchased to launder ill-gotten coin. Also a quest item. I believe that's the one we were looking for. Pretty sure. It doesn't say exactly where we're supposed to take this to, though. It's just acquire the Tribute Ledger. Well, we got the Tribute Ledger, I guess. So, where do we turn this in at? Oh. Hello.
What? Our landlord would drive us from our home? Forget it. I won't go. I don't care how wealthy he is. He can't simply toss us out. I'll never leave. Ever. Not in 1,000 years.
Pretty sure you'll be dead before that point. Just saying. I mean, I guess if you want to be buried at that home and then have your ghost haunt it, you can... Okay, fine. Bye. So yeah, we're going to be looking for the people who are living there to evict. One of them is a child. The other two, I believe, are his parents. At least I'm pretty sure there's not a third one. So we just need to talk to everybody and convince them to leave. Which, in the current real-life economy, feels very gross. But, well, I'm not saying that it felt exactly good back then when this game came out. But all the same, kind of gross. Anyway, oh, am I supposed to talk to you about this?
I see you're hard at work on it, truly, even as long as that matters.
Have a gift, Ledger.
Oh, completed the request, have you? Wonderful, wonderful. Here, friend, the wages for your efforts. A pleasure, as always.
Thank you. Now I'm going to talk to who I believe is one of your patrons and convince them to get out of the house.
All bearing.
Sir, you have need of me? Carnival would have us quit his land? Oh, fie, but this is sudden. Had he even a whit of the Maker's decency, he'd give fair warning afore such a request. I beg of you, sir, grant me a little time to consider what you say. I would strive to have an answer for you shortly.
Let's speak with Pip.
I mean, Pip kind of ran off, but yeah, sure, let's see if we can go find him. I believe Pip should be down here in the pawn quarters somewhere. I have a memory that he's like on top of a building, which doesn't make sense to me, but that's what my memory says. And also, our mini-map is showing us to go over here. So, I mean, oh, yep, he's on top of the building. How'd you get up here, dude? Your legs are shorter than mine.
No, my mind is made up. Now stop chasing me, just leave me be.
Alternatively, I can keep chasing you.
Young Pip is near the aqueducts, like as not.
How do you know this? Oh, right, pawn quest knowledge. So it's very likely that Amaranth, their player, has done this quest before, and that's why Amaranth says you can probably find him over there. Which, in this case, is a great help, because Grand Soren is frickin' big. So head over to the aqueducts, which I believe should be down in the slums quarters, or the slum area. It looks like the quest marker is taking us somewhere else, though. Unless I'm just entirely mistaken. Oh.
We must seize young Pip
Bye.
as one would have thought, and he give us the slip.
Now he's still on my screen, so am I just supposed to catch him? Like, I guess it worked.
You don't give up, do you? And I was taught that Arisen were friends of the weak. What does it matter? Even I can, and any who cross Fordham will find work hard to come by. And Father isn't like to stand against one so powerful. What choice do we have? Well, so be it. I dare say I won't miss that pigsty of a home besides. Now, if there's nothing else, pray leave me be.
Now we need only convince Sarah.
Pretty sure we need to speak to her husband as well, if he's still in the city somewhere. Oh, you are a very powerful mage. And you have anodyne as well. So, wasn't planning on this at the moment, but, thank you, Bengen, for your service. I appreciated your help. Admittedly, you were not entirely capable against the Chimera, but, admittedly, what mage is. Alright, so now we have Tron on our side, who is bigger than I am. Is he bigger than Rico? Rico, come stand next to this guy. No, you're about as tall as I am. Oh boy. Alright, well, he doesn't look like a mage, but apparently he is. Alright, now, where is the husband that we are supposed to talk to?
A place one can live without fear of monsters.
Holy cow, dude, that's your voice? Found the guy.
Yes, how may I aid you, sir? Aye, we pay tariff on Fornival's land. Oh, wants us gone, does he? I wager it's not so simple a proposition as all that. I know Fornival's the law on his side, but I'm loath to simply up and go at his command. It's a hard decision, sir, and not one I'd make alone. I've a wife and son. They should get word of this afore all else. They're off about the town, though where I don't know. Perhaps you could find them and explain the matter? I would hear their thoughts ere I make any decision.
Well, we found them both, and one of them's already decided. Not sure how... Hi.
What good are Arisen if not to help small folks such as us?
I feel you, dude.
This must be an alehouse.
Forgive me, sir, but my mind is yet a whirl with the matter. I need more time.
Alright, so I guess we're just gonna go over to the inn and stay a day or two. Might need to stay 2 days, actually. Okay, since it's been not quite 24 hours, but it's been another day, let's at least talk to Sarah, and she's not back here. Hello? Sarah? Welcome back. Was that enough time for you?
You have the Maker's patience, sir, and I thank you for it. I've made up my mind. Though it twists my heart to breaking, we are in no place to defy Fornival's will. I am my husband's wife in all things. Pray, tell him I will follow whatever path he chooses.
We've secured their consent. Let's speak to Jasper.
Jeez, dude. You're like the Lance Reddick voice of this game. Holy cow. Jasper? You have the same style as Bengen. Okay, so good news and bad news. Bad news. I can't get Jasper to load into the map, which is a problem. So if you can speak to Jasper and get the approval of his wife and son saying, yeah, let's just go ahead and get off Fornival's land, they will ask you to give them a down payment of 30,000 gold so that they can buy a new home. When you return to Fornival and then let him know that you've evicted the family, he will pay you 40,000 gold. You will then get all the experience and whatnot, no problem. However, I have since learned, in looking up the problem for this quest, there is an alternative.
How goes your intervention? In truth, I'd hoped to have the matter settled by now. However, as I have your ear, perhaps you, Arisen, would purchase the land in question. Such a thing would allow your mediation to continue apace, yet free me from further obligation. What say you? I shall, of course, require your payment in full.
Or you can pay him 80,000, which is not a small amount, and they get to stay on their land.
Ah, Arisen, I knew you, of all people, would understand my plight. Now my obligations are fulfilled, and the tenants need not quit the land. I pray this is but the beginning of a long and prosperous partnership between you and I. Any rarities to sell? I'll pay right then.
Kind of a good thing we've been going back and forth with the, what is it? The Everfall, just getting a whole bunch of coin here and there, as well as completing a whole bunch of quests. Now we don't have to worry about the stupid eviction thing. Fornival's happy, which admittedly is not the best outcome. I'd rather he be suffering, but still. He's not going to be bothering the tenants anymore. Now we have our own land when we don't know where that is because it's wherever these people happen to be. I don't think we can actually do anything else with this quest. But we get the same amount of experience either way. Everything is good, and experience was really the only reason I took on that quest to begin with. So, is Sarah still here? You are.
Maker bless you, Arisen. You have saved our home. In truth, I thought such heroes existed only in cradle tales. I beg of you, take this. It is all I have to show my favor for your efforts.
Matured green wares from Sarah. There is also a reward we can get from Jasper, but he apparently doesn't exist in this world anymore. Yeah, I have no idea where the guy went. And also we can talk to Pip and get a particular reward from him as well. But it's the reward from Jasper that is very, very hard to come by otherwise. And I was hoping that maybe he would spawn in, but he hasn't. So, Pip, where are you?
Scrivener at the Black Cat here can duplicate objects in your possession. Precious things gone lost or missing have a way of turning up there.
Okay, so related to that, if you get the reward from Jasper, it's an almost perfectly unique item you can't get anywhere else, and it is used for upgrading one particular piece of equipment that you may deem to be not worth it, but hear me out. If you want to get more of those particular items, do come to the Black Cat. We're not talking about that. We're talking about forgeries. We've covered this before, but if there's anything you're just having a hard time finding, come back to the Black Cat, give it to him, and he'll be able to make you a copy for it. I am actually going to do this right now. We need to get 50 war bugles. And even though we got 40 of them during a quest previously, I died and then it disappeared. So we haven't actually finished that quest yet. But that still means that we need 8 more. So I'm going to leave him with one of my war bugles.
I'll not beat round the bush.
Costs us just under 9,000. Again, not a small amount, but
I'll have the goods ready by this time tomorrow. Call again then, will you? I'm sure you'll find out any.
this will at least get us one more war bugle. We don't have to track down one more of them. And if we have to, we can keep on coming back and duplicating them and get a whole lot more. It'll make this quest so much easier. But you can do that with Jasper's reward too if you want more of those things. Since we're in the area and I can't find Jasper or Pip, I figured now might be a decent time to come and see Madeline. And now that she's in this previously vacant house, we have Madeline's shop.
I pride myself on many things. Among them is a fine memory. And I recall hearing your oath to visit my new shop in the capital. You remember too, eh? In truth, I have suspected you to renege, and yet here you stand in the flesh. So, well, welcome to Madeline's shop. You'll find naught but the finest wares here.
So once upon a time, she was a traveling peddler, just picking up random coin on the road because it was the most she needed to get by. Now she's got a shop in Grand Soren, and Madeline came a long way. It's not really directly explained, but Madeline was actually previously a child who was left at the Abbey in the Wilted Forest. The nuns took her in, raised her, and eventually she decided she didn't want to be part of the Abbey. She wanted to set off on her own, do her own thing. So, could have been a nun, decided it wasn't for her, and now she's out here overusing her feminine wiles to try to buy her way into people's hearts, and now she's pretty well off. Madeline's shop actually can upgrade over time. If you get a quest later on, she will require you to bring her particular items, and the more of those items that you bring her, not fakes, from the Black Cat, mind you, she will expand her shop inventory and give you more things that you can buy. Her inventory will also increase, I believe, over time as you progress through the game to have more and more stuff that are better and better in quality. That's kind of awesome, actually, because I don't think any other shop does this. This is at least the first time I'm hearing about it, but if I'm wrong, and I just don't know that much about the game after all. Overall, not a whole lot going on here. Actually, some of this stuff is very, very new to us. What else you got in here that's new? A silencer arrow. That's cool. Nothing else that's new. Imperial acid. That's terrifying, but okay. Scalding razors. Ooh. Let me have a look at these things. Yeah, they're pretty big. They kind of look... Their fire enchantment blazes evermore. It does fire damage. Ooh, that might actually be good for us to buy. We're going to be hitting up an area with a lot of undead fairly soon. This might be worth the investment. I'm going to have to think on that. I'm not going to look at any of her other stuff for now because that's... That might be very situationally useful for us in the immediate future. Interesting. I think I'm going to call it the end of this episode for now. In between episodes, I am going to figure out exactly what quest it is that we are not supposed to take on that would cause the other quests around us to vanish again. I'm pretty sure now at this point, after speaking to the knight captain, whatever his name was, that we should be okay to carry on and do some of the other main quest stuff. But I want to be sure. That escort quest that I keep on putting off, it's kind of very, very important to me. Are you Pip?
Pray let me find it like it's not.
You're not Pip. Oh wait, there he is. There he is. Hey there, you little turd.
I hear you saved our home. I was wrong about you, Arisen. I have little to offer, but please, take this in thanks.
I am now one pretty stone richer. Ha 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 ha. I mean, if a kid's just saying, like, I don't have a lot to give you, but here, take this really cool stone I found. That's kind of a special thing all on its own. That makes the whole quest worth it. It's also a material that is used to combine with stuff or improve some stuff. So either way, very important. All right. See you guys next time for another... Where did...
The inn offers a
Oh, no.
But it deals in vocations and skills besides.
Oh, no. Did I screw this up? There's no escort quest here. I may have made a mistake.